Hello, I am possibly going to do a video. Don't know if I'm going to share it. I've been putting this one off because I want to talk about my weight issues and not really sure how easy it's going to be to talk about, and whether I'll share it or not, I don't know. So I'm really struggling at the moment. I've put some weight back on. I can see it. I can see it in my face. I can definitely feel it. And it's scaring the hell out of me because I'm not doing anything to stop it. And I've taken a few steps. I looked into Overeaters Anonymous. I'm seeing a life coach, but I'm still not doing anything about it. And I know it's an addiction of some description. And yeah, it's a bit scary. So some of you know me, some of you don't. I've had weight problems for as long as I can remember. As a child, I can remember I think I must have been about 12, I think. First going on my proper diet, and I was doing really well with it at the time, and then because I was eating so many oranges, I ended up with renal colic or some sort of colic, ended up in hospital for a few days, in quite a lot of pain and was vomiting and things, and that was my first encounter of dieting. And over the years, I was never really bullied, but there was comments. I've mentioned it before in videos, you know, a bit of teasing and, you know, looks and comments from people when I walk in a pub and things like that over the years that are not nice, and they do stick. And I've always been aware that I'm fat, and that's something that I've had a bit of a love-hate type thing with, because I've always been quite happy in myself as a person, but you know, I'm aware that it's always in the back of my mind, I suppose. And I say it doesn't bother me, but obviously it does. And then I came to quite a good place personally, with what, you know, what the problem was. As I've got older, it's become a health issue now. And every time I eat a packet of crisp or a bar of chocolate, you know, I'm aware that I'm literally a bite away from a heart attack. And you would think that that's enough to make me stop, because I don't want to put those around me. You know, I know we're all going to die at some point, but what I mean is, you know, I don't want to go young, and I'm going to, if I carry on like this, because that's just fact, you know. And just not very healthy lifestyle. Every night I go to bed and say, you know, right, tomorrow, Donna, you're going to really sort of knuckle down to this. And, you know, I say I'll go for a walk every day, or I'll, you know, just stop. Okay, so my biggest problem is not my food. I eat healthy meals, you know, not all the time. I still have me takeaways now and then, but the majority of the time I eat healthy, good cooked meals. Mum cooks meals, and I don't eat a lot of processed, I don't eat any processed meals as such, unless it's a sort of on the go type thing. So that in itself is okay. And I binge, basically. I will buy packets of crisps, and crisps are my biggest downfall. I never used to be particularly into cakes and sweets and things, but now that seems to have crept in as well. And I would be quite good and buy a packet of crisp and a Whisper bar, and then I think that's being good. I mean, it's not. I shouldn't have that every night anyway, but... And then it gets to, well, you know, why pay £1 for a packet of crisp when I can have a pack of 6 for $1.25 or whatever it might be at the time, and, you know, one Whisper is however much, and you can get a pack of 4 for £1 and things like that. So I justify buying the extras and say, you know, I can just have one a day. That ain't going to happen. I know it isn't going to happen when I buy it. I cannot. If there is anything around me, I can't leave it alone. And I don't seem to have a off button. I don't seem to have a full button. And I reckon I could probably sit and munch crisp 24/7 and not get affected by it. I actually think I could. I'm not going to test that theory, but and I can't stop it, and I don't know why. It seems so simple, and you know, I've been therapy a few times over the years for grief and things, and I know where things might stem from or whatever. I clearly was an emotional eater. Now I think it's just I am addicted to it in some form. I looked up, like I say, Overeaters Anonymous. That does exist. There are groups, but it seems to be, when I looked at it, it was a lot of talk of God and things in it, which I know AA when it started was something done by the church, I believe, and so it might not necessarily be like that, but when I was looking at the 12 steps, there was things about God in that, and it put me off. You know, I have my own beliefs. I was raised Catholic. I went to church from my nan right up, and even now I have times where I feel I need a bit of faith or something. I might go out to the Abbey, and, you know, it gives me a lot of peace out there, but I'm not really religious. I find a lot of hypocrisy in it, and I have my own beliefs, and I will have my own faith in whatever there is, and it chops and changes every day. But so that's not something. I've tried Slim and Well, Weight Watchers, and all that. I know how to do these things. I know what it takes. And then I think, well, there's no point in me starting Slim and World again, because I pay money each week to go, and if I don't put the work in, then I'm not going to see the results. So I know I know I've got to do it, and I feel very lazy about it. I feel very quite disgusted sometimes with myself, because I think this is something that is so damaging, and I want to do it so much, you know, and then I realised, like, lockdown was fantastic for me, but I can't lock myself away for the rest of my life. There's no point to that. There's no life. So but when I wasn't able to get the stuff, and I don't know, it was just a lot easier. And as soon as I got back into life as such, things have started to creep in again. And I don't know, I know there's so many people out there the same. And I don't really know why I'm doing this video. I'm hoping maybe somebody has some miracle cure or something. So I realise I have a trouble with starting things and finishing things. Once I get started on something, I really, really immerse myself in it. So I think maybe I should start Slimming World. And then I'm saying, well, there's no point because Christmas is coming. I'll start in the new year. But, you know, I'm playing with my life. And I just can't, when I think about it, I get really upset about it, and really, I don't know, I get so cross with myself. I really do feel quite horrible about myself. And it's the only part in my life that I just can't get control of. And then I think, is it that I do have control of it, and I'm choosing, you know, well, I look back at the last video I did, and I said something in there about being scared of changing who I am. And I wondered, am I just so used to being Donna, fat Donna, that it just seems like that's who I am. So, you know, I lost, I think it was nearly 10 stone through lockdown, and then I was on the Ozempic injection, and it was rough. I was being sick a lot and stuff, but, you know, the weight came off easily, and that was wonderful, because I wasn't even, you know, I couldn't eat, like, I wouldn't be able to binge because I would be sick. So, and I don't like being sick. So that was a lot easier. But I don't get that now. There's nothing physically stopping me doing it. As in, you know, it's not, you know, if every time I had a packet of crisp or a bar of chocolate, I got some sort of electric shock or something, then that would probably stop me. I know it seems extreme. So I just don't know, and I know it's got to come from me. You know, they say you shouldn't do it unless you want to do it. Well, I do want to do it, but I'm not doing it, and I won't start it, and I'm just not putting the effort in. And like I say, I think I'm really lazy about the whole situation. I see people, you know, and they go for a walk every day and things like that. And I just don't want to do it. I can't be asked. I'm quite happy to go to work and then come home and watch me programs or play me poker or, you know, do that sort of stuff. And it's almost like I'm saying, well, why shouldn't I be able to do that? But I should be able to put the same passion into wanting to make myself healthy. So I really can't work out what's stopping me doing it. And I have, you know, every now and then I'll have real sort of breakdown over it. And, you know, I might sort of, my mum or whatever might see me getting upset, and then I don't like them seeing me get upset. And, you know, they all know how I feel. But they all love me as I am. Everybody around me loves me as I am. And, you know, I get that. But loving me as I am means probably won't be here for as long as I should be. And maybe I'm hoping that just saying these things out loud on here might wake me up, give me some sort of kick in the head to sort myself out. But it's really hard, and I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying now, but I know that this is a real problem for a lot of people, and I see them overcome it, and I've seen myself overcome it. And I've always, you know, this is the thing, is I'll set myself goals. Remember years ago, when I was doing all my ridiculous weight training and pulling bloody tyres around Brixham, and, you know, I'll put the work in, and sometimes I'll put the work in and I don't see any results, and then that's it. I'm like, well, what's the point? Which is what was happening when I was doing all my weight training and stuff. And then as soon as I stop, for whatever reason, I think I hurt my leg, and then I didn't continue. I didn't go back and carry it on. So once I get going in something, I hit it 100%. But the minute something stops me, or I have to stop for whatever reason, years ago, I think 2005, I was Weight Watchers, and I was going really well, and I was still losing regularly. I'd been going for quite a long time. It's probably the lowest I ever got as an adult, weight-wise. And then the group closed in Bupsley because there wasn't enough members. So I thought, well, that's no excuse. I'll find another group. Found one in Newton Abbot. Went 1 week, and then they closed. And it just felt like everything around me was against me, and then I just give up. And then, or else I get complacent and think, well, I'm quite happy as I am, which is, I think, what happened this time. You know, I'm at a reasonable size and blah blah blah. So, I can do this now, and I've got it. You know, and clearly I haven't, because it's creeping back up. Okay, I'm not back to what I was, but I'm not far off, you know, and all that work's wasted. And God, as you get older, it's harder to lose it, and, you know, it takes more effort, and I just won't put the effort in. And I don't know, if anybody's watching this and got any tips, or, I could probably give you 101 tips on what to do. I don't apply it to myself. I'm not sure why or what stops me. Like I say, I've never really had an image problem. I'm starting to get one now as I get older. But I think that's more because I don't like the way I'm feeling, sluggish and, pulling myself around, and then I can hear me puffing and panting, and sleeping gets difficult, and I don't really know what I'm getting from this video, to be honest. Somebody might relate to it, and just like my earrings. Freckled angels. Sick boy. Paige made them for me. She makes them out of bottle tops. Fantastic. And she does some tremendous ones. It's my birthday on Sunday. I'm going to be 53. Yay. And I get all this, 50s. I know a lot of people who died in their 50s. And I'm really scared that I'm killing myself. And no one else can do it but me. And I don't feel that I'm doing enough. Well, I'm not doing enough. But is that because I don't feel that I'm worth putting the effort in? That's what... If somebody was sat here saying this, I'll be saying, do you not feel you're worth putting that in or whatever? And I'm looking at myself in the camera and I want to say, you are worth putting that effort into yourself. And you need to help yourself. You need to look after yourself. You need to love yourself. And you need to see the you want to be. And go get it, Donna. And I knew this was going to end up like this. That's why I don't know what I'll do with this video. This is why I set up Life with Donna, for the very reasons of wanting it to be true to life and for people to maybe get something from it if they're also struggling. And I know a lot of people are struggling in whatever addiction they might have. And sometimes I think, when I make it public, like I've done that numerous times. I'm sure you're all sick to death of seeing, oh, I'm going to do this time, and I'm going to lose all this weight, and I'm going to do that. And maybe just putting it out there makes me feel like I have to do it, but then am I putting more pressure on myself by doing that? I don't know. It's worked in the past, and then I feel a failure when it doesn't work, and yeah, I'm not in a good place about my weight. Everything else in life is great. I'm feeling very positive and with life in general, and I'm, everything else in my life is going so well and is so just easy, and it's the only thing, and I can shut it away and not think about it. But like I say, every night I get into bed, go through the whole scenario again, right, tomorrow, new day, Donna. You know, I'll set up on me whiteboard or something, you can do this, and life is a choice, and blah, 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 and all these inspirational quotes and all that sort of thing. And then I don't know. So if somebody has a miracle cure, that would be great. Magic wand would be lovely. Just, I don't know, I'd like to lose... Realistically, I would like to lose 5 stone now. I will never set myself targets because I'll never achieve them. My old boss, when I was losing before, said if you get to 18 stone, I'll give you £200. I got to 18.2, and then it all went back up. There was something else when, you know, I set these goals, or if I get to that, and I literally get within a whisper of it, and then it stops. So I'm not setting any goals. And we'll see, maybe making this video and having a little chat with myself will have been enough. I don't know, I doubt it, but that's a very negative attitude, and I need to put the work in and just try and stop binging. I always said, if it weren't for the fact that, no, this is not funny, but I almost feel like I could have been bulimic, but I won't waste the food. I won't bring it back up. You know, so the whole binging and then feeling guilty afterwards is a real thing. But one, I don't like being sick, and I wouldn't do that. And I'm not comparing myself with those sort of problems or anything, but it is an issue. It is some sort of eating disorder. I'm just not sure what it is. Just plain greedy or don't know. But here we go. 27 minutes of me waffling on again. And I don't know. I wanted to do one of these videos, but I feel it was almost a bit pointless. Apart from me just talking to myself again. Anyway. That's it for today, I think. Maybe I think it's... Well, actually, I've got to put another video on because me and Shell went to see the cult again. So I'll do another video of that. And I really would like to put all my Vegas videos together and put on here. But I'm not really sure how to do it, because I tried doing it on the app thing I use and it wouldn't let me put them all together. So maybe I need to do it on the laptop or something. So anyway, birthday on Sunday, Christmas around the corner, a new great nephew coming in the new year. Everything else is really good. If I could just sort out this bloody problem, life would be damn perfect. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I just am too scared of being perfect. As if. Okay. See you later.